Do you still remember the rush of energy and confidence you had in your 20s? Many men over 50 believe those golden years are behind them, that aging inevitably means slower days and fading performance. The truth is, you can reclaim that vitality naturally, without pills or gimmicks. Men's health isn't defined only by gym routines or prescriptions, it often starts with daily choices. Especially what's on your plate. Science shows that certain everyday foods can support circulation, boost testosterone, and restore energy, instead of relying on quick fixes. Nature already provides powerful tools for lasting vitality. In this article, we'll explore the surprising power of extra virgin olive oil combined with a few simple ingredients, a natural recipe designed to help men over 50 regain strength, stamina, and confidence. Passage 1. Message to men over 50. Imagine waking up each morning feeling as though the best part of your life is still ahead of you. For many men over 50, that spark seems to fade, energy dips, motivation feels weaker, and intimacy doesn't come as naturally as it once did. It's tempting to think this decline is inevitable, that the clock can't be turned back. But what if the key to regaining vitality isn't found in a doctor's prescription or a pill bottle, but in the foods you already keep in your kitchen? Body. Modern research in men's health has shed light on a fascinating reality. The choices you make at the dining table can be just as powerful as the choices you make at the pharmacy. After the age of 50, the body undergoes significant shifts. Testosterone levels tend to drop gradually, metabolic efficiency slows, and cardiovascular flexibility declines. Together, these changes often leave men feeling drained, discouraged, and convinced that their best years are behind them. Yet science consistently reveals that lifestyle adjustments, especially dietary improvements, can offset much of this decline. One of the biggest misconceptions is that improving sexual health always requires complex treatments or chemical solutions. In reality, the root of many age-related challenges lies in circulation, inflammation, and hormone regulation. When these three systems are out of balance, energy wanes, confidence drops, and performance suffers. Fortunately, nutrition plays a direct role in all of these pathways. For instance, consuming foods rich in antioxidants and healthy fats can help protect blood vessels, stabilize hormones, and maintain energy at the cellular level. This perspective reframes aging not as a steady march toward decline, but as a chance to harness simple, natural strategies to extend vitality, rather than relying solely on medications that often address symptoms but not causes. Men can look toward a combination of daily habits, smart nutrition, movement, restorative sleep, and stress management as the true foundation of long-lasting health. And it all begins with awareness, realizing that what you eat today directly influences how strong, focused, and confident you feel tomorrow. Simple kitchen staples, when used deliberately, can support hormone balance, improve vascular function, and enhance overall performance. For men seeking to rediscover energy and intimacy, the journey doesn't start in the pharmacy line. It starts at the cutting board, with ingredients that have been part of traditional diets for centuries but are only now being fully recognized by science for their profound impact on male vitality. So before you assume that age has permanently slowed you down, take a closer look at what's sitting in your pantry. A simple, natural ingredient may be the missing piece that restores the strength and drive you thought you had lost. And one of the most powerful of these ingredients has been hiding in plain sight: olive oil. Passage 2. Olive oil and circulation. Think of your body as a network of highways, carrying energy and life to every destination. When traffic flows smoothly, everything functions with ease, but when congestion builds, frustration sets in, and progress slows to a crawl. The same principle applies to male performance. For countless men, the difference between struggle and strength comes down to the condition of their blood vessels. And here's the surprising twist. One of the simplest tools for keeping those highways open and clear is extra virgin olive oil. Circulation is at the very core of sexual health. Erections are not merely a question of desire, they are a question of blood flow. When arteries are flexible and responsive, blood rushes efficiently to the right areas, allowing for firmness, stamina, and confidence. But as men age, those vessels can stiffen, narrow, or become inflamed. This reduces nitric oxide availability, the molecule responsible for signaling blood vessels to relax and expand. Without enough nitric oxide, circulation is compromised, and performance inevitably suffers. This is where olive oil enters the story. Extra virgin olive oil is more than just a flavorful cooking ingredient. it is a scientifically supported aid for vascular health. Rich in polyphenols, natural antioxidants, it helps combat oxidative stress, a process that damages vessel walls and accelerates aging. Studies have shown that regular intake of olive oil can support endothelial function, the very lining of blood vessels responsible for producing nitric oxide. In simple terms, olive oil nourishes the control center that tells your arteries to open up when blood flow is needed most. Beyond antioxidants, olive oil contains monounsaturated fatty acids, especially oleic acid, which have been linked to improved cholesterol balance and reduced arterial stiffness. By reducing harmful LDL cholesterol and supporting healthy HDL levels, olive oil indirectly prevents plaque buildup and keeps circulation pathways clear. The result: a body that's more responsive, more resilient, and better able to deliver blood where it's needed, including to the tissues that govern intimacy and performance. The Mediterranean diet, long celebrated for its cardiovascular benefits, places olive oil at its very heart. Populations that consume it daily tend to show lower rates of heart disease, better blood vessel function, and greater longevity. But what is often overlooked is how these cardiovascular benefits translate directly into improvements in male sexual health. After all, the same arteries that nourish the heart are the ones that enable strong, sustained erections. So when you drizzle that golden oil onto a salad or use it to finish a meal, you're doing more than adding flavor, you're fueling circulation, supporting hormone health, and giving your body the building blocks for confidence and vitality. For men over 50, extra virgin olive oil isn't just a kitchen staple, it's a daily ally in maintaining strength, energy, and performance. Passage 3. Biological mechanism of olive oil. Picture this. Every heartbeat sends waves of life through your arteries, carrying oxygen and vitality to every cell. Now imagine those vessels as flexible, open highways, allowing blood to surge where it's needed most. For men over 50, keeping those highways clear is the difference between strength and decline. And one golden ingredient, hiding in your kitchen, has been scientifically linked to better vascular function, hormone balance, and overall male vitality: extra virgin olive oil. Science has long shown that erectile health is inseparable from vascular health. Erections are not simply about desire, they're a matter of circulation. One molecule, nitric oxide, plays a starring role. It signals your arteries to relax and widen, allowing blood to rush freely into the tissues that sustain firmness and stamina. Without enough nitric oxide, blood flow weakens, and performance inevitably suffers. Here's where olive oil demonstrates its quiet power. Extra virgin olive oil naturally supports nitric oxide production. When consumed regularly, it nourishes the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels, the very cells responsible for releasing nitric oxide. This means olive oil helps your arteries stay responsive, ensuring that when your body sends the signal, blood moves efficiently and powerfully. But nitric oxide isn't the only story. Olive oil is packed with polyphenols, potent antioxidants that combat oxidative stress. As we age, free radicals accumulate and chip away at vessel flexibility, creating stiffness and restricting circulation. Polyphenols act like shields, defending delicate arteries and keeping them supple. The result? A vascular system that works like it did years earlier, delivering not just better sexual health but also cardiovascular protection and sharper mental energy. Olive oil also provides the healthy fats your body craves to manufacture hormones, especially testosterone. Testosterone production depends on a steady supply of raw materials, and without enough quality fats, levels can dip even further with age. By supplying monounsaturated fats in abundance, olive oil fuels natural hormone synthesis, helping to maintain energy, confidence, and desire. Taken together, these effects create a remarkable trifecta. 1. Nitric oxide support for strong circulation. 2. Antioxidant protection for flexible, resilient blood vessels. 3. Healthy fat supply for balanced testosterone. For men seeking a natural, daily way to reclaim vitality, olive oil offers a science-backed solution with benefits far beyond the kitchen. Closing bridge. So the next time you drizzle olive oil over a salad or use it to finish a meal, remember, this isn't just flavor, it's biology in action. It's your body's ally for circulation, hormone health, and lasting strength. With every spoonful, you're giving your system the signals it needs to perform at its best. Passage 4. The dangers of harmful fats. Imagine pouring grease into a finely tuned engine. At first it runs, but over time the sludge thickens, clogs the system, and eventually grinds performance to a halt. That's exactly what happens when men fuel their bodies with the wrong oils. Hidden in everyday foods, certain fats act like poison to your blood vessels, silently sabotaging energy, circulation, and sexual health. If vitality matters to you, it's time to know the culprits and to replace them with something better. Not all oils are created equal. While extra virgin olive oil nourishes, many commonly used industrial oils do the opposite. Soybean, corn, sunflower, and canola oils dominate packaged snacks, fried foods, and even so-called health products. The problem? These oils are overloaded with omega-6 fatty acids. In moderation, omega-6 is essential, but in excess and today's diets deliver it in overwhelming amounts, it sparks chronic inflammation throughout the body. Think of inflammation as a slow-burning fire smoldering inside your arteries. It doesn't hurt right away, but over months and years it damages vessel walls, lowers nitric oxide availability, and leaves arteries stiff and unresponsive. For men, that means poor circulation precisely where blood flow is needed most, and diminished performance when it matters most. Then there are trans fats, the true villains of the modern diet. Found in processed snacks, margarine, and fried fast food, trans fats do more than inflame. They alter cholesterol profiles, raise artery clogging LDL, and physically narrow blood pathways. They choke circulation at its source. The damage doesn't stop at sexual health, it extends to the heart, brain, and overall longevity. What makes these oils even more dangerous is their ubiquity. Because they're cheap and shelf-stable, they sneak into sauces, dressings, baked goods, and nearly every fried item on the menu. Most men consume them daily without realizing they are compromising their vascular system and undermining testosterone. Over time, these dietary choices accumulate into serious roadblocks to vitality. The good news? Replacing harmful oils with extra virgin olive oil creates a dramatic turnaround. By eliminating pro-inflammatory fats, you extinguish the internal fire that stiffens arteries. By introducing olive oil's antioxidants and monounsaturated fats, you restore nitric oxide, keep blood vessels flexible, and protect circulation. This single swap transforms every meal into an investment in stronger erections, higher energy, and better long-term health. So the choice is stark but simple. Keep feeding the flames with cheap, harmful oils, or nourish your system with the golden ally that Mediterranean cultures have trusted for centuries. Every drop of extra virgin olive oil is a step toward healthier arteries, balanced hormones, and restored vitality. For men over 50, it's not just a cooking choice, it's a lifestyle upgrade with life-changing results. Passage 5. The Daily Natural Elixir. Imagine if vitality could be poured into a small glass each day. Not in the form of a synthetic pill or complicated supplement, but through a simple recipe made from ingredients you already know and trust. For men looking to restore energy, strength, and performance after 50, one natural formula stands out as a daily ritual, and it begins with extra virgin olive oil. The recipe is refreshingly straightforward, yet deeply rooted in nutritional science. At its foundation is 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. This golden oil is rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenols, compounds known to support vascular function, reduce inflammation, and help the body maintain healthy testosterone levels. Olive oil lays the groundwork for circulation and hormone balance, the two pillars of male vitality. Next comes 2 to 3 cloves of fresh garlic, crushed or minced. Garlic contains a bioactive compound called allicin, which is only activated once garlic is cut or pressed and left to rest for about 10 minutes. Allicin is a natural booster of nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels and enabling strong blood flow. When combined with olive oil, garlic amplifies circulation and further protects cardiovascular health. The third ingredient is the juice of half a fresh lemon. Lemon provides vitamin C and bioflavonoids, which not only defend nitric oxide from oxidative damage but also assist in keeping blood vessels flexible. Citrus compounds enhance the body's ability to utilize olive oil more effectively, creating a synergy between the fats and antioxidants. Finally, a touch of heat, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This fiery spice contains capsaicin, a natural stimulant for microcirculation. Capsaicin increases warmth in the extremities and energizes small blood vessels throughout the body. For men, this translates into more responsive circulation and a noticeable lift in performance and stamina. The beauty of this elixir is its versatility. It can be whisked into a salad dressing, drizzled over grilled salmon, or paired with rustic bread for a simple appetizer. The goal is not to consume it once in a while, but to make it part of a daily ritual, 1 to 2 tablespoons consistently. Every single day. Why 30 days? Because the body responds to consistent inputs. Within a few weeks, the cumulative effects of improved nitric oxide production, enhanced antioxidant protection, and steady testosterone support begin to build. Men often notice improved energy, greater endurance, and renewed confidence when this formula is integrated into daily life. This is more than a recipe, it is a lifestyle habit disguised as food. A small glass of nature's medicine cabinet olive oil, garlic, lemon, and cayenne offers a powerful way to reclaim vitality. Taken daily, it fuels circulation, sharpens energy, and reignites the very essence of male performance. Passage 6. Supporting habits for maximum results. Even the most powerful formula needs the right environment to flourish. Think of planting a seed. Without sunlight, water, and healthy soil, growth stalls. The same principle applies to men's health. The daily olive oil elixir provides the fuel, but lasting transformation depends on the habits that surround it. 3 lifestyle practices in particular: sleep, movement, and stress management amplify its effects and unlock true vitality. The first pillar is sleep. Quality rest is not a luxury, it is a biological necessity. During deep, restorative sleep, testosterone levels rise, cells repair, and the body resets hormonal balance. Without at least 7 to 8 hours of consistent sleep, testosterone production can plummet, leaving men fatigued and unmotivated. Going to bed at the same time each night, protecting the bedroom environment from noise and light, and honoring a regular routine are proven strategies to maximize recovery and sustain hormone health. The second pillar is movement. Exercise does not have to mean high-intensity training or hours in the gym. In fact, the science is clear: regular, moderate activity is far more effective in maintaining circulation and hormone balance than sporadic bursts of extreme effort. A brisk daily walk, light weightlifting 2 to 3 times per week, and gentle stretching to maintain flexibility all contribute to vascular resilience. Consistency matters more than intensity. By keeping the blood flowing and the muscles engaged, men preserve the responsiveness of their arteries and the strength of their cardiovascular system. The third pillar is stress control. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that directly interferes with testosterone's effectiveness. Elevated cortisol also raises blood pressure and disrupts sleep patterns, creating a cycle of fatigue and diminished performance. Simple techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and short breaks in nature can lower stress markers. Equally powerful is human connection. Talking openly with trusted friends or family helps diffuse tension and restores emotional balance. When these 3 practices are combined with the olive oil elixir, the effects multiply. Sleep boosts testosterone, which amplifies the hormonal benefits of healthy fats. Exercise strengthens circulation, making nitric oxide production more effective. Stress reduction lowers cortisol, allowing testosterone and blood flow to do their jobs unhindered. Each habit works like a multiplier, enhancing the results of the daily recipe and weaving them into a stronger foundation for long-term health. Closing bridge. Food provides the building blocks, but habits shape the environment. Together, they create the conditions for lasting transformation. For men over 50, the formula is clear. Pair the daily olive oil mix with consistent sleep, steady movement, and stress control. Do this, and you are not just adding years to your life, you are adding life to your years. Passage 7. The key ingredient: your commitment. A recipe can be powerful. A habit can be transformative. But without the will to continue, even the most advanced formula becomes just another forgotten idea. The true difference between success and disappointment doesn't lie in olive oil, garlic, or lemon, it lies in you. Your persistence, your discipline, your decision to show up every single day is the single most powerful factor in regaining vitality. Human biology thrives on consistency. The body does not change overnight, it adapts gradually to repeated signals. Nitric oxide production, testosterone balance, vascular resilience, all these processes strengthen only when they are fed with steady input. A few days of effort may spark progress, but true transformation happens after weeks and months of uninterrupted practice. This is where commitment becomes the hidden ingredient of male vitality. Men who commit to the process, who treat the olive oil elixir and supportive habits as part of their daily identity, are the men who see results. Energy rises not because of a single serving, but because of dozens. Confidence returns not from one night of good sleep, but from a month of disciplined rest. Circulation improves not after one walk, but after countless steps taken consistently. Research across psychology and health science confirms that lasting change is less about intensity and more about persistence. A single dramatic effort often fades quickly, but small, repeatable actions compound over time. Just as compound interest builds wealth, compound habits build vitality. Every tablespoon of olive oil, every workout, every mindful breath is a deposit in your long-term health account. Discipline also rewires the brain. Each repeated behavior strengthens neural pathways, making the action easier and more automatic. What once felt like effort becomes a natural routine. In this way, discipline is not punishment, it is liberation. It frees you from the cycle of starting and stopping, giving you momentum toward lasting energy and performance. But discipline alone isn't sterile, it's deeply rewarding. As men see the tangible results of their efforts, the motivation grows stronger, more energy during the day, more strength in the evening, and more confidence in every aspect of life reinforce the value of staying consistent. Each success becomes proof that the path is working, making it easier to continue. So remember, olive oil, garlic, lemon, and cayenne are tools. Sleep, movement, and stress control are multipliers. But your consistency, your determination are the fire that makes all the ingredients work. Without you, the recipe is only theory. With you, it becomes transformation. The choice is in your hands. And your commitment is the true catalyst for reclaiming vitality. Passage 8. The 30-Day Challenge and Call to Action. Change begins with a decision. Not tomorrow, not someday, but today. Imagine giving yourself just 30 days. 1 month of steady action. To see what your body is capable of. 30 days is long enough to reset habits, strengthen circulation, and spark real improvement in energy and performance. The challenge is simple, but the rewards can redefine your future. The 30-Day Challenge is designed to turn knowledge into practice. For the next month, commit to taking the olive oil elixir daily, pairing it with quality sleep, regular movement, and conscious stress control. 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a few cloves of garlic, a squeeze of lemon, and a dash of cayenne repeated consistently will begin to recondition your cardiovascular system and hormone balance. Why 30 days? Because the body operates on cycles. Within the first week, many men report subtle changes, better energy, improved digestion, and a sense of momentum. By the second week, circulation often feels stronger, sleep becomes deeper, and morning vitality returns. By week 3 and 4, the combined effects of nitric oxide support, antioxidant protection, and hormone stabilization begin to layer, producing noticeable differences in endurance, confidence, and drive. This challenge isn't only about biology, it's about psychology and community. Taking action daily builds self-trust. Each time you show up for yourself, you prove that you can follow through. Sharing your progress with others, whether by comment, message, or group participation, strengthens accountability and encourages men walking the same path. A community of shared effort turns individual challenges into collective strength. And this is just the beginning. Nutrition lays the foundation, but movement takes it to the next level. That's why the journey continues in the next phase, targeted exercises that boost circulation and enhance erectile performance. These exercises are natural, effective, and designed to complement the olive oil protocol. In the upcoming video, you'll learn how to activate blood flow in ways that food alone cannot, combining fuel with physical training for maximum results. The 30-Day Challenge, then, is more than a test, it's a gateway. It is the bridge between theory and experience, between passive hope and active change. By accepting it, you give yourself the opportunity to witness what consistent natural practices can truly achieve. So here is the invitation. Take the 30-Day Challenge. Try the elixir every day. Practice the habits, and share your journey. Comment your commitment, connect with others, and prepare for the next step: exercises that supercharge circulation and performance. The best years of your life are not behind you, they are waiting ahead. All it takes is your decision to begin today. The story of the 30-Day Olive Oil Challenge. Michael and David had been friends for over 30 years, sharing everything from wild college nights to lazy Sunday barbecues. But once they both passed 50, their conversations began to shift. Instead of bragging about late nights, they joked about early bedtimes, creaky knees, and how climbing stairs now felt like a workout. Michael confessed that his mornings felt heavier, his energy fading, while David whispered that intimacy had lost its spark. They both laughed it off. But deep down, they hated feeling like their best years were behind them. One evening, Michael stumbled upon an article claiming that a simple kitchen mix could support circulation, boost testosterone, and restore vitality. Excited, he told David, "It's not medicine, it's just extra virgin olive oil, garlic, lemon, and cayenne pepper. Science says it helps blood vessels open up, keeps hormones balanced, and fires up energy." David rolled his eyes and said, "So, basically a spicy salad dressing will save my manhood," but he agreed to try. They turned it into a game, a 30-day challenge, with the loser, whoever quit first, buying the other a steak dinner. Every morning, they mixed 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 to 3 crushed garlic cloves left to rest for 10 minutes, the juice of half a lemon, and a pinch of cayenne that always made David cough like a dragon. They drizzled it on salad, dipped bread in it, or poured it over grilled salmon. The first few days were filled with jokes about garlic breath and hot lips from the cayenne. But something surprising happened as the weeks went on. Michael noticed he was waking up earlier, feeling lighter on his feet. David found his evening walks easier, even teasing, "I think my legs are younger than my birth certificate." By the third week, they both admitted that their energy, mood, and even bedroom performance had improved. But it wasn't just the mix, they had also promised to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, take daily walks, and manage stress with breathing exercises. These small habits multiplied the effects of the elixir. By the end of 30 days, they felt like new men. Michael looked at his friend and said, "Olive oil was the tool, garlic was the kick, but persistence was the fire." David laughed, raising his glass of lemon water. Who knew discipline could taste like salad dressing? What started as a silly bet became a revelation. Aging did not have to mean decline. With natural ingredients, consistent habits, and a little humor, they proved that vitality after 50 is not a myth but a choice. Their story spread among friends, inspiring other men to try the challenge. And Michael and David, they kept their ritual, not because of the bet, but because they had rediscovered the spark of life, one spoonful, one walk, and one laugh at a time. True strength does not come from complicated secrets or expensive pills, but from the simple choices you make every day. Olive oil, garlic, lemon, and a touch of cayenne can become a daily ritual to nourish your health. But it is your persistence and determination that create lasting change. Begin the 30-day challenge. Live each moment with intention. And prove that life after 50 is not the end, it is the beginning of a stronger, more confident journey. Thank you for listening until the very end. If today's story has gently stirred your heart, whether through an old memory, a present feeling, or something never spoken into words, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Intimate wisdom is where we come together to touch the hidden corners of love, affection, and sexuality, things that may seem private, yet are in fact the very core of happiness. I wish you to always love deeply, live truthfully, and find yourself in every glance, every touch, and every trembling heartbeat. Affectionate greetings.